Hello, hello, hello. I'm excited to be here tonight just to add value about are you open to creative possibilities? I have a presentation for you. I don't plan on taking a lot of your time, but I am excited to share with you what being open and allowing creative possibilities in my life has done for me. And I originally made this presentation at the start of 2020 with, yes, losing my dad, but not yet having going through the experience of losing my mom, and then just 2 months ago losing my fiance, my son's father. And I added to the presentation of the 3-step framework on how to truly break through and break free into 2020, and then the 12 steps to your ultimate transformation. So let's get into what I have to share with all of you. I'm super excited to share this with you because it's something that has helped me tremendously, and I hope it helps all of you. I'm going to share my screen. We'll share the audio and just get ready for some fun, and truly just know that I am super pumped to bring this to you. So 3 steps for your framework. We're going to presenter view, and get excited because I think this is going to add a lot of value to how you're showing up in life so life can show up for you, and truly get clear and knowing exactly what you want. And I just want to make sure that you can hear me before I move forward. Your 3-step framework for success and having clarity in 2020. And right before I went live, it went blank and I had to like restart my computer. Just goes to show. Let's see if you can hear me. You can. So let's get ready. 3-step framework for success in 2020. I am super pumped for you to gain that clarity that you need. So, what does it take to have the 3 secrets for success? And discovering the 3 secrets to clarify your story, knowing your storyline, finding a social strategy, and successfully amplify with ease. So we need to know your current analysis. You need to know your competitive advantages, the challenges that you may face, that you have faced, having campaigns, having your marketing strategies, having your timeline so that it really shares who you are and what you believe in, your projections, and how to measure your success. So, successfully social solutions, why you should take a moment to listen in. I was awarded a leadership award within the first 8 months of joining network marketing, just joining just to lose weight, making it on leaderboards, having accomplishments, getting to travel the world, and getting to go to an awesome VIP social event. And I felt like I made it. Like I was there, and it opened my eyes to a industry I had no idea existed. To wow, look at me now. I have had all the solutions of social success that I needed. I was so happy to be who I was and where I was in that moment. So I want to share with you clarifying your storylines is how to stand out authentically with purpose and power And it starts with sharing your triumphant traumas. So this was my before. And I love the person I've become because I fought to become her. And how many of you can say that you love the person you are today? Because even though it always seems impossible until it's done, what's shown as possible is possible for any one of us as long as you believe. So creating a unique storyline is key in 2020. They want the authenticity, they want the raw, the real, the shine brighter knowingly for the challenges you overcame, regrets made, and no more shame. So yes, this was me, and who was I here? I was overcoming domestic violence. I had a 2, 3 year old son, and I beat addiction, years of addiction, years of shame, years of not admitting to all of the storylines that now I am proud and I call my triumphant traumas. And what did I do? I immersed myself into the industry that changed my life for the better. I went to masterminds. I won tickets to the GoPro show, getting to see people like Ray Higdon, Eric Worre, Fraser Brooks. I got to work side by side with these gentlemen that have a multiple 8-figure business. Brian Finale, Norbert, his brother Jim Finale, a whole weekend in Texas. I traveled alone. I used to say I was afraid to fly, and now I'm flying solo. And it took marketing mentorships. It took mindset makeovers. It took moving maker challenge. I call myself the moving maker mama. I am here to name a read to share with you that you have to have a winner mindset. That once I started embracing the tools of becoming a mentor in the self-development phase and learning how to build, engage, and serve successfully, socially, daily, dreaming bigger than my excuses, all of these things. And there's my son and I. We are loving the ocean. We are loving life. And he is my why. So what is my competitive advantage? What is your competitive advantage? As I share this with you, I want you to immerse yourself into how I am sharing my story and how you can show up doing the same. So as you master the art of storytelling and marketing your journey, as I shared, masterminding with top earners, I started with a clipboard, no ring light, and here I am doing challenges with, I won several first place challenges just for showing up, and we did a teen leadership challenge, and our team placed, I think it was number 3, and then myself at number 1. And another advantage I had, I became certified in the self-help coaching. I realized that I had to take the 12 transformational steps that I'm going to be sharing with you at the end of this, and removed, and it's a daily process, people. You're always identifying and removing those limiting beliefs that are holding you back. What was holding me back is I felt like I was stuck. I was stuck in that person that I used to be, that I was shameful, and I literally blew into a balloon as I was talked through a clarity session, which in real life I can't even blow up a balloon. All of my stuck feelings, and once that balloon was as big as it could be, I tied it. Another thing I can't do in real life, and I watched that balloon go and fly, fly, fly far away, and I became stuck. And now I am moving forward daily to a life of my truest desires. I was called up to stage. I met the CEO of my first company, eating dinner with all of these amazing people. I started investing in me. I started education with who is some of the named best in the industry. It's been like a dream, but it turned into my own reality and has helped me create an incredible story from what life was tough, but so was I. I was overweight, but look at me now. I came into an industry that I knew nothing about, but I was being praised and honored for my effort. And wow, what a change. And the dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately. But you are going to face challenges, people. And my number one challenge that really changed me was becoming a mom and looking at myself in the mirror and saying, are you proud of who you are and what are you going to do about it? So I changed my entire life. 2 years later is when the industry got introduced to me, and I knew I wanted to lose weight. I knew I wanted to get this baby weight off. I wasn't happy. A life of I wish I had or I'm glad I did, and I went for the I'm glad I did. I got so busy improving myself, so I didn't have time to criticize others. Judgment went out the door. I spent a lot of time previously going and traveling with friends to hippie festivals, and it's funny now I get called a hippie because of my joyful mindset and attitude, but hippie, gypsy, whatever you want to call me, I'm just mindfully happy because of who I have become. But in this year alone, you see my before and after of being overweight, and obviously now I lost over 60 pounds, and I've kept it off for over 2.5 years. And I then lost my dad. And then 4 months to the day, I lost my mom. So as I'm busy improving myself, challenges started showing up. So the hustle that's sold separately needed to be mindfully looked at. And I had to remind myself of my goals and timeless. There's myself and my son, and I'm just a girl who decided to go for it because life is too short to argue and fight. And one of the last conversations my father said, one of the last statements he said to me was, please don't fight. You know how much I hate it. And truthfully and honestly, if I didn't invest in my health, it was not an expense, it was an investment, I would not be so empowered and inspired to take these challenges, these losses, these heartbreaking experiences, and to share them as something that will create freedom, will create financial security, will give me the healthy, happy, toxin-free, addiction-free, domestic violent victor that family first was my now. I am a digital course creator. I believe in leadership development. I wanted to make an impact. I didn't just inspire to make a living. Money wasn't my driving factor. I inspired to make an impact and an author, and to keep people in your life who truly love you, who motivate you and make you happy. If you know people who do none of these things, I learned to let those people go. So I ask you, are you letting those people go? Are you making your health an investment, not an expense? Are you realizing how timeless? And are there stories that you need to start sharing and overcoming in order to aspire to make that impact that you say you want to make? Or are you letting these challenges that you face? So then I had to do a marketing strategy overview because I still wanted to show up. I knew all this work was not for nothing. So I wanted to share with you the 3 strategies that I have implemented day in and day out, especially for the last 2 years, like it's my job, because it is. I am a nurse, but I am currently now not working because just 2 months ago, I lost my fiance of 11 years, my son's father. He had passed away from a choice that he made, and now although we were never rainbows and sunshine, we had our trauma. He was my best friend. He was someone I loved, and myself and my son now have to move forward daily and still create that life I truly desire. And step one by doing that is clarifying and identifying your message. Who are you here to teach? Who are you here to serve? And what is it that you're solving? For me, I am here to teach, serve those that also want to invest in their health and make it an investment, not an expense, that believe. So I guess we're going to try this again. If you were here for the beginning, you get to watch it again. I'm not sure if Facebook is going to allow me to. We're having trouble streaming, so I'm going to remove it from here, and we'll delete this one on Facebook, and we are just going to save changes and see what happens. So I'm going to share my screen again. Janae Marie, your movie maker mama. I have something exciting to share with you. I'm super pumped, and if you missed, or if you were watching and you were at the edge of your seats, get excited because I'm going to share it again. So here we go. And I'm going to start from the beginning. And I do apologize. I've been using a new thing called StreamYard, and I absolutely love it, but sometimes my computer doesn't love me. So we'll go quickly. And as I share the 3-step framework for success, entering the screen, let's talk about it. Clarity in 2020. Discover the 3 secrets to clarify your storylines, finding a social strategy, and successfully amplify with ease, knowing your current analysis, your competitive advantage, the challenges you face, the campaigns that you're going to create, the marketing strategies, the timeline, and measuring your success. I measured my success as someone who was on leaderboards within my first 9 months, given so many offers to go to VIP events, and I felt like I had truly made it. I was a proud network marketer. I had lost weight. I was proud to be able to travel with my family. It was a dream come true. And this is my before, but I love the person I become because I fought to become her. And standing out authentically with purpose is really what it takes now in 2020. And more than ever, if you aren't willing to be your true authentic self, then it's difficult. It's truly difficult to move forward. So my superpowers became my traumas, and what I now know as what I now know as my purpose in creating a unique storyline is why I love shining bright, why I love everything that I do. And it has been such a challenge that I have no regrets and no more shame. It always seems impossible until it's done. And I must say, working with mentors and getting to go to all these networking events, and as I once said, I was traveling solo. Now I'm traveling the world, and I was building, engaging, and serving. I got to meet and mastermind with these multi 8-figure earners, the owners of MLSP, and my life seemed like it was going smoothly, and I was just building, engaging, and serving successfully, socially, and daily because my dreams were bigger than my excuses. And as I say that, I also was very clear on my competitive advantage. I knew that I mastered storytelling, and I was marketing my journey, starting with a clipboard and a phone just to figure out how to hold my phone up, and now becoming certified in self-help and coaching and removing those identified limiting beliefs that were holding me back, becoming unstuck, meeting a CEO and shaking his hand and getting pictures and selfies and talking and being asked to speak in several groups, investing in me, education with who is some of the named best in the industry. It was like a dream, but it was my own reality. And it was all because I decided to know that life is tough, but so was I. I had made it, right? And then the challenges of becoming a mom, ending up becoming a single mom very early in becoming a mom because his father had encountered addiction, and previously that was something never as bad as what he was going through, but it was something that I decided to let go when I became a mom. The dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately, and I let go a life of I wish I had, and I took on I'm glad I did. And I was so busy improving myself that I was done criticizing others. I had no judgments, but I lost both parents in 2020, and it was something that if I did not get involved with this industry, I know I don't know how strong I would be. Ray Higdon wrote a comment today. How are you doing this? And this industry, vitality, my son, the work, the hustle, the dream is why and how. There's no other choice. And I had goals. I have goals of freedom, financial security, living that healthy, happy, toxin free life feels good, being addiction free, domestic violence, a victor, putting my family first, just a girl who decided to go for it, wanting to create digital courses, leadership development, impact, becoming an author, knowing life is too short to argue and fight. My father's, one of his last words to me were, please don't fight. You know how much I hate it. Making my health an investment, not an expense. Keeping the people in your life who truly love you, motivate you, and make you happy. And if you know who does none of these, you got to let them go and aspire to make a living. Don't just aspire to make a living, aspire to make an impact. So, as a marketing strategy overview, I will share with you that if you can clarify and identify your message of who you're teaching, who you're serving, and what you're solving, that is step one. Clarification. Who are you teaching? Who do you want to serve? And what do you want to solve? Before thinking about money, this is vital. Step two, knowing how to socially strategize on your storyline, on your timelines, your marketing mission, making marketing a mission, having the techniques, learning to do presentations such as this, even if it shuts off, showing up again, developing the skill sets, being okay with performance, publicity, and presentation, and then amplify your effects with affiliation. Who are you affiliating with? Who are you collaborating with? What is the community you're building? And what are you continuing to connect? And, we go through almost like a vaccination of your first movements. So your first year, I'm award winning, I'm becoming certified, I'm overcoming addiction and domestic violence, freedom. And then my second quarter, your marketing movements, I'm doing challenges, winning, impact first, over money. Then I'm going really big. I'm going masterminds. I'm traveling solo. I'm facing fears. I'm meeting, greeting top leaders. Then I'm investing in more than just my health. I'm investing in learning how to create digital courses, launching them, doing a rapid success workshop, doing live presentations, being triumphant in my traumas. Successfully social movements is moving forward daily to design and create a life of my truest desires. And I believe in all of this. These are your monthly initiatives. You have to know, you have to get really clear and love what you do, and financial projections, your problem solving, not stressing the outcome, having a financial plan, 5-step process for knowing the law of attraction and the guidelines, knowing that first you have to really get clear on what you don't want. Write everything down that you don't want in life. Get really clear about it. Be okay with it. Be self-accountable for all of the mistakes that you may have made. Then write down all the things that you do want, your 50 biggest desires. Then identify and clear out all the limiting beliefs. I was stuck. We got to clear them out. It's a daily work, people. Daily work, daily work. Then once you identify and clear them out, you need to start taking action and believe in that action that it's going to move you forward. And when you create that vision and that you're moving towards, you are taking those 5 steps that will truly get you to what you love in life. Knowing your metrics, keeping track. When's your first 1,000 fans, not concentrating too much, but just knowing them. Investing in yourself, in education. I chose to learn to market on social. I chose to learn how to list build. Loving what you do, learning it's not things, money, people that is happiness. It's happiness, and then you will have the people, things, and all that you want and beyond. Learning what profit is, not just income. Sharing your storylines proudly, your profiles on socials, your audience, your live stream. Doing this, measuring success. And love marketing yourself. Love it. Immerse yourself in it. Get really excited. And some real great tips that people have given me is creating mock-ups, infographics, getting really search engine optimized, having workbooks for people. I believe in fan pages, and there's bloggings and websites and branding, and these are all, when you're first getting started, you don't need to know all this, but once you start moving more and more into your marketing journey, that is kind of what starts occurring. And I want to share with you the 12 transformational success steps that help find clarity, confidence, and creativity, becoming that successfully social self. So number 1 is presence. Really learning and loving who you are. You're mindful now. And in the transformational course, the certification course that I offer, we go through these 12 steps. So I'm going to go through them so that you know exactly what it takes to really transform. Presence, clarity and purpose. As I said, the dream is free, the hustle is sold separately. What are you here? What's the clarity? What's your purpose? Diving deep into that, the life of I wish I had or I'm glad I did, identifying your limiting beliefs. And then once we identify them, now it's time to clear your limiting beliefs successfully, making sure that you're tracking this, and they may come up again. And it's okay, knowing that life is tough, but so are you, and beautiful minds inspire others. It always seems impossible until it's done. Your powerful mind, loving the person you become, because knowing that you fought to become her. Designing a life truly desired. That is step 6. Vibrancy. Step 7. Elevating your vibe to attract your tribe when you go live. Vibrancy is just a girl with goals. I love who I am, and I elevate my mood, my vibe every day, even though I faced challenges, I faced tragedy, I faced trauma. Here I am today, and I choose peace instead. So I ask you for alignment and inspiration and influence. I've stood next to CEOs of my company. I've traveled the world. Are your excuses more important than your dreams? Because my excuses were not more important than my dreams. I decided to just be me, just be yourself, and I immersed myself into that, and I took inspired action. Are you taking inspired action? Are you just looking for the signs and following those signs and being guided and loving and living and enjoying and sharing with others? Because that is what it takes. And then you have to have the accountability and the money mastery and knowing that without it you're nothing, and really being proud of where you were and how you got there, and for me, I call it the perfectly used solutions, finding that confidence and that comfort within, that clarity and that creativity that you need to succeed, the courage and confidence and creativity, uh, going big and just dreaming bigger, and actually having these dreams come true, and relationships with money, people, and the way forward. If you notice the picture over here, it's my son on his first day of second grade, and those are the two rays of lights, and I do believe that's my parents, and your past, present, and future. As it shares here, it said, in my past, you always had a huge heart. True, even if it was always getting you in trouble when you were younger. True, you don't let your deal go down easily. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I showed up again. Future, your dreams will come true. The next few months will be full of joy and gratification. I saw this and I knew it was my way forward, and I had to share it. And this is a sign that you don't need to force anything to happen. Just surrender, have faith, and watch everything unfold perfectly for you. I found this and I had to share because this is my why. And we recently lost Joey's dad just 2 months ago, suddenly, tragically. And when you heal trauma, you heal the nervous system. You heal the nervous system, you heal the emotional body. When you heal the emotional body, you heal the psychic, empathetic body. When you heal the psychic body, you heal the vibration. And once the vibration is healed, raising that vibe, realities change. And despite of the trauma, I am your triumphant movement maker mama. I'm showing up despite of anyway. One morning she woke up differently. She was done with trying to figure out who was with her, against her, or walking down the middle because they didn't have the guts to pick a side. She was done with anything that didn't bring her peace. She realized that opinions were a dime a dozen, validation was for parking, and loyalty wasn't a word but a lifestyle. It was this day that her life changed, and not because of a man or a job, but because she realized that life is way too short to leave the key to your happiness in someone else's pocket. So I am in charge of who and how I feel, and today I'm choosing happiness. And it doesn't matter who I used to be, who you used to be. What matters is who I have become. These are three powerful. Take it in, screenshot it, go back. And forgiveness. Forgiveness is the upside of transformation. Just because you may have had a bad day is not enough of a reason to give up. Forgive yourself. Be grateful that you have another opportunity to do better tomorrow. Mistakes are not something to be ashamed of. They are proof that you are trying. They provide you with an opportunity to learn something new, to be grateful for this, and to move forward. Myself and my son, I am thankful. And this was us just the first week of September. And life is so unpredictable that we chose to stay an extra 2 days. It was a very expensive place to stay, but we stayed. And I'm so happy that I chose to stay despite the money because my son got those extra 2 days. I got those extra 2 days, that family time, that because now he's gone, those are memories. And I have forgiveness, because if I didn't, I would be stuck in that past. But I am moving forward daily. And I ask you, are you a movement maker? Are you someone that wants to launch your movement, make a masterpiece? Imagination will set you free. These are my most powerful pictures of who I am today and who I'm so proud to be. And I'm creating a lifestyle by design with the moving forward daily to our truest desires. And I want to help you do the same. And right here, you can either go back to the video, or you can set up a free clarity call with me simply going to bit.ly clarity with me. There's also the option to become certified as I am with a 12-step class. You can take a look at the link there. It explains. And then there's a free class called Life by Design class. You can go to bit.ly Life by Design class and you can check it out. And I also have Ask Yourself Now. There's another class that I created. This is also free. Feel free to dive deep. And I wanted to share with you, I do dive deep with my Mindful Marketer course about personality. And it was funny that this came up because my coach told me, usually people are most of something, but he was like, you are basically a true blue. And it says, you may seem quiet and calm on the outside, but you have passion and energy waiting to be unleashed. While some might mistake your cool and level-headed personality for arrogance, you're really just confident in your abilities to make it through any problem that comes your way. And if at any time in my life this has proven to be true, my true blue is myself. So I ask you, are you ready for a shift? To set up the clarity session or reach out to me directly to discuss all of the possibilities in this upcoming new decade, in your past 2020, to move forward and to create and to show those stories and to be proud of who you are. Because yes, I am ready. You could also check out Yes, I Am Ready Now. It's another place to take a look at some of the things I've worked on. As I shared with you, we are being guided. We are being every day. And this is me and my son. And I am here to share with you my vitality solutions, to share with you that because of vitality, I am now someone that is building a team, someone that's sharing her solutions and is also immersed in helping others with their mindset and teaching you just the 3-step framework, the marketing basics, and it's an offered bonus with the course that I have. And that's it. That is what I have for you. I am so proud to say that because of who I am today, I have had so much to be grateful for, and I'm trying to remove this and come back to the stream, and I'm not sure where this streamed to. I think it's streamed to YouTube, and I hope that you found value in this broadcast. I will share it out to my other platforms as well. And remember, clarify, socialize, amplify. If you want to make a clarity session with me, simply just go through the video. I left you with all the links and just reach out to me. I truly believe that if you have a dream bigger than your excuses, you can make it happen. If you are ready to move forward, you can make it happen. If I can overcome challenges that I would not wish upon my worst enemy, which I don't even believe in enemies anymore, I know that you can as well. So don't allow it to victimize you or to define you. Allow it to make you a better, brighter, joyful, mindful person. I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, mindfully movement making mama